Hey Libra, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're not new. And thank you for rocking with me, Libra. If you are new, Libra, here at Your Highest Good Tarot, we are all about your highest good. So we talk about elevation, we talk about expansion, we talk about all those things and how to get there. So know, Libra, that you have been divinely led here and that you are not walking this path alone, these paths of challenges and tests. You were sent here to get a little bit of a heads up or a little bit of insight. And I am so grateful that you are here and trust me with your energy. So, today, Libra, we are talking about your next money move. Again, expansion, increase, and how we are going to move about that. So, Libra, since you've been divinely led here, go ahead and do that YouTube ritual that you do so well. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post specifically for you. And if there are questions that you have, maybe it is about finances, maybe it's about family or love, whatever it is, Libra, there is a link in the description box below that lets you know how to get a private pre recorded reading with me. Also, Libra, as with other messages that you get from readers like myself, this message may not be for you. Take it as it resonates because it's okay if it's not. There are hundreds of messages for Libra on this channel, so be divinely led to that. So let's get into it. What is the energy surrounding Libra's next money move? What is the energy surrounding Libra's next money move, Spirit? And next, we're going to look at the current financial situation for you, Libra. All right, we have Rose. Rose, financial relief is coming, Libra. I know that's right. Being content. And I'm going to go even further and talk about fulfillment, not just financially. We're talking about emotionally and taking loving care. So, being able to take care of yourself, we're talking about like real self care. You may even be playing a supportive role, meaning that you may be somebody who is, I'm hearing caregiver, um, even sandwich generation. If you don't know what that is, that's somebody who has dependents that may be under 18, as well as taking care of parental figures or an older generation. But something that is coming towards you, if you haven't already been in it or currently in it, is definitely job security. If that's something that you have been looking for, as well as growth. We're talking about financial, emotional, um, and those things are not separate. Okay, Libra, the one thing that we have been conditioned to believe is that our emotional growth doesn't affect us financially, but it definitely does. And I'm seeing fulfillment. But yes, financial relief is coming towards you. I know that's right. Okay, at the bottom of the earning power, building a business. Some of you who are caregivers, you may end up even starting a business surrounding that. Because maybe you do something that nobody is offering in your community. And you're just like, wait a minute, there's something here. A lot of you are making decisions about how you are moving within your career. And it's a sound decision because you have leaned into you've recognized the nudges, you've recognized the guidance that you've been given. It may even have to do with a corporate job or leaving a position that's been unstable, but you are coming into A lot of you, especially if you own a business, you are coming into a position of earning power. I know. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So let's look at your current financial situation, Libra. Oh, there we go already. I ain't even really get to shuffle this shit. Like we got the 9 of Wands. Little do y'all know, Libra. So this is my second time doing this reading, Spirit and I. And what happened was we finished the reading, and then I looked down at my mic and the lights weren't on. And Spirit was like, check that video. And halfway through, the mic turned off. And it was just me like holding up cards and shit, but you couldn't hear anything. And I was like, man. So yeah, this is the second time. So Spirit is a little like, okay, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. We have the Queen of Cups. Like Spirit's rushing me, like, all right. Like Spirit's like, I got shit to do. Strength. This is your current situation. At the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Libra. Have you been doing the most for everybody else but yourself? What I'm seeing here, Libra, for all this, because you are, like I said, a lot of you are in a caregiver situation, and you know this definitely applies to you if that's your situation. But even if you're not, this may still apply to you as well, where you're given these gifts, you're given um this yeah, essentially these gifts, these blessings, to fill your cup, and you just give it away. You like, well, this was given to me to give some. Not necessarily. That's not the case here. That's not the case here. You just cashing out your all your gifts. You cashing out all your gifts because this is your energy, as well as this. They're paired together, and um it is something where you have you have this heart of gold, because of this Queen of Cups. So you want everybody to be okay. You want it everybody to be all right. So you will give away and have leave nothing for yourself. You're giving to your detriment. And of course you have that, a lot of you have that silent strength going on. Hmm. You have that silent strength going on, but you don't have any shoes on your feet. I understand that this is a cultural card. However, Spirit wanted me to acknowledge that because a lot of you are in the Western world, Western civilization, where I am, and that's where they're going with this. It's like you are giving so much, but you have needs that aren't being met. And when the divine gives to you, you're not, it's this is something that is in overflow, and that is where they want to take you. But what the divine is, what Spirit is showing me, what Spirit is telling me with this card in particular, they pour into you, they give to you, and you give it to other folks. What's the advice for Libra? Advice for Libra regarding their financial situation. What's the advice? Ace of Swords. Mm, okay. Ace of Wands. Okay. The Magician. Okay. Double Ace. Bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's very intuitive, as well as the Queen of Wands. However, the Queen of Wands is somebody who is strong willed. She doesn't just easily give away things that people have, one, not earned, or two, don't deserve. You know, she is intuitively guided in how she gives her energy, how she gives her time, how she gives toward two people. Not saying that the Queen of Cups isn't, but the Queen of Cups is more emotionally led. You can pull at the Queen of Cups' heartstrings, and you know, here you go. That ain't the Queen of Wands' energy. And regardless of your biological sex, regardless of your um gender identity, we can possess the energies of the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Cups. But um the advice for you is definitely to lean into that Queen of Wands energy and be uh intuitively led about where these things go. Most of those things, because the Queen of Wands, she can be selfish, but this is hers. It was given to her. She knows that she has to take care of herself before she can take care of anyone else, and she's going to do it. There's no giving from an empty cup with the Queen of Wands. That's not how that works. So the advice is to look at the truth, to have this breakthrough, and then to make moves, because there's this opportunities, these two opportunities. One, the opportunity of truth and breakthrough, to recognize it and to see it, and to then to act on it, because you are somebody who is being divinely led. You have the things that you need, or they are coming towards you, and you have to recognize them. Like, you can't see on first look at these, where each each suit is in in this magician's card, unlike other ones, because there's a whole bunch of like flora around it. But if you look at it, he has two wands. There's a wand here, and there's the wand he's holding for as above, so below. And there's the sword, there's the chalice or the cup, there's the pentacle. So, but you have to recognize those things. You have to recognize what is yours. And you can't give away your cup. You can't give away your wands. You can't give away your knowledge. You can't give away your all your coins. Otherwise, you wouldn't be the magician. You won't be able to manifest. Things aren't going to be ready. So you have to hold on to those things which are yours, which includes the truth, and seeing the truth for what it is. When somebody is trying to manipulate you, Libra, act on that shit. It doesn't mean that you have to cuss their asses out. It may just mean removing their energy from your energy silently, but intentionally. And when the universe, when God, whoever it is you lean into, your benevolent ancestors give you what you need in order to manifest, in order to create, you keep that shit unless they tell you to give it away. And then give when it's time to give, in a cheerful manner, in a grateful manner. But first, You manifest for you. What's the outcome? The outcome for Libra, should they follow your advice, Spirit? What is the outcome for Libra? Should they follow your advice? Did it flip? Oh, what's the outcome for Libra? Should they follow your advice? That one to come out, but it didn't. I'll keep going. Outcome for Libra. Should they follow your advice? Okay. Buddha. Buddha. Life's purpose. More than money. Spiritual wealth. Divine path. Being guided. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? Being guided. At the bottom of the deck, gold. Gold, investing, deep values, long term position. You are being put in place into a long term position, and a lot of you are being placed into positions where your work is satisfying. Not only that, it is about fulfillment for many of you and spiritual wealth, but still, you don't give away the things that have been given to you in order to obtain the spiritual wealth. Does that make sense? Um, because it was given to you. But this is going to bring you closer to the divine. This is going to bring you closer, if not already placing you on your divine path, but actually fortifying that you are on it, confirming that you are on the path of your life's purpose. That business idea, for if you are a caregiver where you see that need, that could be your life's purpose. That's your divine path to put that back into the community to help others with it. Some of you are moving into counselor mode or a counseling profession, whether it's one where you actually go to school for it and become licensed. Others, you could be a spiritual counselor of sorts, or a spiritual coach, um, or even do Reiki. Those are different ways of counseling. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go get the master's degree and have a license or anything like that. There's different ways to counsel people. But with this life purpose, you are taken care of, and you do not have to give from an empty cup. You actually give and overflow. What are the potential blockages for Libra? Potential blockages for Libra regarding their next money move. What are the potential blockages for Libra regarding their next money move? Knight of Swords, Emperor, Three of Cups, Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. Hmm. With the Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Excuse me. With the Page of Wands here, this is one of those situations where when we combined it with the Knight of Swords, who is pretty impulsive, um, and uh, ambitious and quick with it. It, again, giving things away that should be held on to, giving your ideas away, giving giving spiritually when, or your energy where it doesn't belong, being very impulsive about that just because somebody said they need something, and not recognizing the authority that you have, or the being more self-disciplined about helping others, paying attention to who actually needs the help and who just actually doesn't want to do the work, because there are some people around you who are just like that, Libra. These people are in your circle, and you're supportive, but you are overly supportive. The emperor is somebody who is self-disciplined. He doesn't overshare his plans. When the when people find out what the emperor's move is, it's because he just made it. He didn't tell it, he didn't share it. He already had his mindset. they ev- the public found out about the emperor's move because the emperor made that move. He didn't tell you before he made it, he just did that shit. And giving away your authority, and trusting everybody, trusting those who have not done the work to even gain your trust. They have not shown you that they can be trustworthy, and still you may be giving them aid. You are giving them support in whatever way that looks. Um, Over advocating to your detriment, because the page of wands is somebody who, they are on king status. They are somebody who is very energetic, very enthusiastic, and confident when they don't know that much. They're on page level, they're still learning shit. And it's giving away those things um too early, or doing the most when it doesn't need to be done, at least not by you. All right. Spirit wants me to clarify this Three of Cups. Please clarify the Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups when it comes to Libra's blockage, potential blockages. Clarify the Three of Cups. Three of Cups when it comes to Libra's potential blockages. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, yeah. There are some people who are around you that want you to stay exactly where you are. They don't want your growth. That's why they want you to give away those things that are you receive, your spiritual gifts. They want you to give away those suits from the magician. Um they're around you, and I feel like, Libra, you've caught them being intentionally uh gaslighters, or saying things to make you feel like you aren't worthy of some shit. you know um you've peeped their whole card multiple times since you have known them, and that shit's gonna change, whether you force it or do it voluntarily, or spirit removes them. The universe removes them. Your benevolent ancestors remove them. Those are your potential blockages. Some of them are going to come back around and apologize and pull at your heartstrings, because remember that Queen of Cups, they're gonna come back, and say, well, I've changed, I've grown, and want, want. Yeah, they've been removed from your life for a reason. Um, and it's best to lean in to the divine to see if they should be let back in. I'm thinking not, but everybody's path is different, and I know that. But yeah, they don't want you. They want you to stay in a place of victimhood. They want you to stay in a place of constantly giving them, because you are their come up. Their come up comes through you. They don't want to do the work. Anything else, Spirit? Nope. All right, Libra. I hope this helps, because when you said all you know, it's time to go. Spirit said they said all they know in this situation. So please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment if this resonates. You never know who needs to hear your story, and it inspire them to make a change, to elevate, to increase. All right, Libra. See you next time.